Sometimes I put them out, sometimes I don't. But you guys, I'm so excited for this Sunday because we've got a really exciting lineup coming up. This will be the last Sunday that you hear from just me for a while anyway. I've got Trista and Eli on, I think, the 15th. Who do I have on the 8th? Okay. No, today's the 8th. Okay. So the 15th is Tanis Goulet, and then the 22nd is Tristan. Anyway, lots of great people. Lots of great people. Let me mute some people out. So we've got a lot of leadership that's going to be talking at us these next couple Sundays. So like people that are killing it, like doing amazing things in the top 150, in the top 100. So I'm really, really, really excited to have them on and speaking with us and just giving us their tips and all that good stuff. So instead of just hearing from me tonight, I wanted to share something with you without necessarily having a guest on. So real quick, we do these every single Sunday at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard. So you can always count on these Zooms, whether it's me or some of my leaders talking, or maybe someone just hit a promotion so they get to share, how they did it. But I love having guests on, like other doubles, diamonds, doubles, triples, presidential ambassador. Like I love having other people on. So I know Jessica Pearson. Did I just say her name right? Why did I just stumble on that? Anyway, Jessica. Yeah, I never say it. I just say Jessica. So Jessica's going to be on one of our Zooms soon. She was like, you just say when. I'm like, okay, I've got a lineup. But like, we're going to have some pretty amazing people to fire us up these next couple of Sundays, or a lot of Sundays. So I'm excited. And I'm doing that because, sometimes it's awesome to hear other people's stories, like Jen Boyd and Courtney King. There are ambassador uplines, but I love branching out and getting to know other leaders too, because it's helped me grow my business in ways that I probably wouldn't have had I not branched out and seeked and looked for other people doing other things in different ways, and how they're handling their team and how they're working with, how they're working with their team and how they're building this camaraderie. And it's just exciting stuff. So we do these every single Sunday at 9 o'clock Eastern. You can always count on them, and it's really important that you plug in. So make sure you're also having your newbies plug in, because you guys just having, I don't have guests on for you guys. I have guests on for all of us. Like I learn from them just as much as you do. And I need these Zooms and our OTLMs and our trainings just as much as the other person, So speaking of which, Kaylee and I will be hosting a training August 2nd at Fireside Grill. Yep, I was like, wait, which date is it now? Okay, August 2nd, Fireside Grill, 6:30. It's in like the Lansing area, so the address will be up, and I'll have an event up for it soon too. But plan on that. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be super fun. It's a reserved area, so the doors are closed, no noise, no other people. We can order food as we want. So I'm really excited for that. So August 2nd, we're going to have that going on. I do plan on, the point of these Sunday night Zooms is so that not only can you fill up and learn and then actually get to work, but you can also hear of like update stuff. So that's the training. And then I do have our online party. I've scheduled it for a Thursday again. So the 26th, July 26th at 8:30. And then right after our online party, of course, we'll go into our power hour at 9:30. Because you always have something to plug into. That's what I love about this, is that Sundays we do this. Mondays you have Jen Boyd's Ambassador Diamond Zooms. You can always hop on that. That starts at 9:45. So you have a Zoom on Sunday. You have a team Zoom on Monday. And then we always do a power hour Tuesday at 2:30. And then we do a power hour Thursday at 9:30 p.m. So you always have something to plug into, which I love. So anyway, we have just those couple of things going on. And then I think that's pretty much it as far as announcements go. So be on the lookout for the online party and the training coming up. I'll make events for those soon, and make sure you're inviting people to that online training. Like I want it to be massive like they have been. I want you to get guests in there because they're going to learn, but we are better together. So make sure you're in that too. Make sure you're planning to have your kids down for bed or whatever you got to do, because that's fun and that's building your business too. So really, really excited for that. So let me go into, we're doing this whole thing this month where we're filling out our steps to success, or we're going Emerald, and that qualifies you to come to the Legacy Retreat in September. You guys, I'm really excited about it. Like every time I think about it, I just get even more excited to hang out with you guys and even like see people that I've never, I'm sure I'll meet Erica. Like I'm sure I'll be able to meet her. And, there are so many of you invited, and I'm excited for those of you who haven't gone Emerald yet to go Emerald and be there. So you have two options, Steps to Success or Emerald. do one of those by July 31st, and you're coming, if you can, September. So I'm super excited about that. The team, I was just talking to a girl on the phone today, and I was like, the income's great, but the team bonding, which sounds so weird because I never wanted friends. I never thought I wanted friends. I never had friends. I didn't think I'd ever get along with people. And it's honestly been the best part. I was just telling someone today, another person, about when Kaylee and I went to Florida and I drowned almost and died. So I was like, dude, we just have so much fun. I've almost died a couple times. Like, I thought I looked really good. I'm like, I thought I looked hot. I thought I looked like a pinup girl. And then that all went away when I got sand in my ass and seashells in my right everywhere, just everywhere. You guys, we have fun. Like, that's the best part of this, is that we get to build a business and possibly die, but I pray that none of you do. But like, we get to build a business and do things together, and we get excuses to go on vacations together, and we get to have legacy retreats where I get a house and we just do things. Like, as a mom, there is not, especially as a mom, but as a human being, as an adult, it is so nice to disconnect from whatever you're doing, even if it is just raising kids or a full-time job or taking care of dogs or whatever you do. Like, it's so nice to kind of escape that for a little bit, for a weekend getaway, because you've worked so hard. That's exciting. So I'm excited for that in September, you guys, and work for it. Kill it. So go Emerald or do your steps to success, which is 3 distributors, 4 customers by July 31st. So the reason I'm announcing that is because I want to share my screen with you. I asked my triple diamond and above group for a tip. I was like, give me tips on just one distributor signing tip, because I want to share that with my team. And because we're all so different. Like, I can give you tips all day long. Kaylee can give you tips all day long. Sonora, other people, Paige, we can give you tips all day long on how to sign distributors, and everyone does it differently. But I love seeing that all of the leaders basically said the same thing. So I'm going to show you, because that's our goal this month, you guys, is to build teams far and wide, solid, awesome, huge teams that we want to stick around. And I think that if you are doing it, I know that if you're doing it the right way, it will last. You don't just want to get people started because you want to get people started. Like, you want it to last. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to kind of look at these comments. Okay. Is it shared? Is it beautiful? You can see it? Okay. All right, cool. So first, okay, so you guys see my post. I said, #inspiration, give me one solid tip to sign distributors. Trista, which is going to be on our Zoom in a couple of weeks. Trista, they're all these people, guys, are in the top 150, like, at least, if not top 100. So Trista says, ask. I love that answer, because that's literally all it takes. And then Courtney Sharp, my girl, freaking love her. She said, it's all a numbers game. The more that you message and talk to, the more that you sign up. That's a good one. We're going to go over these in just a second. I just want to share these with you guys. Brittany Cromwell said, make them feel special, like you want to work with them over anyone else. Now, I want you guys, like, writing these down or taking notes, because you will see that these all go together. Like, you will literally, by the end of this comment reading, you'll see that these all tie together. Make them feel special, like you want to work with them over anyone else. I love that. I freaking love that. And then Courtney replies, yes, I like to say, let's be business partners. You want to make people feel special. Like, you want to make people feel like you want them. Courtney Sharp also says, this is probably my favorite comment, add value, solve a problem, explain to them how they can rock this even while doing what they do already, how this will fit into the cracks of their life. I do that all the time. Like, I think any distributor potential that I talk to always has a reason why they can't. Our job is to not convince them, if they're making, like, excuses. But when someone says, I'm too busy, I have 2 jobs, and I have a toddler, I'm like, girl, our job is to help them realize that they can. Life post. Nicole Hassinger. So listen, I'll talk about that in a little bit, but when you do life posts, so I went and added her, and she's going to be on one of our Zooms. I went and added her. I went and stalked her, because I'm never too good to learn. I do life posts, but I'm like, girl, let's see if you've taken off because of just life posts mainly. I want to know what you're posting. So I went and stalked her. And I said, I just did that today. I love those. And she said, I just about life post every post that isn't a product post. I don't message for DTs. I let them come to me for my life post because I know they truly want it. Now, you do have to have a pretty awesome following for people to come and message you, but that's exactly why I got on the phone with someone today. You know, she saw my life post and said, I want to join your team. You know, I posted about it in the group. So I'm not saying don't message people. You know, Nicole has a pretty awesome following, and she's very consistent. You have to build. You have to be very consistent with that kind of stuff. All right, let's see. Amber Parker, this is a good one. Be genuine, pray for them, give everyone the same shot. You guys, pray for them. Like, I love that because, yeah. So Miranda Yasiki, hers is really long. I'm not going to read hers because it's too much. But make an emotional why video and save the link. So basically she's saying tell your why. Tell your story. Which, yes, Jessica Pearson, YouTube. Like, and that's true. I mean, if you can get on the YouTube gang, if you can do that, the YouTube bandwagon, you know, she kills it on that. And I do want to start getting into that. But listen to her reason. I'm friends with you so you can, she says to me, I'm friends with you so you can hit me up whenever, obviously, but to clarify here, YouTube. I've said this to my team. I don't even know how many times in the last 2 to 3 years, YouTube. She literally makes YouTube videos, and she's one of the only people that makes YouTube videos about It Works. So when people type in It Works, because it's becoming just as popular as Google now. So when people YouTube It Works, she pops up. So they're like, hey, Jessica, like literally she puts screenshots in here. Hey, Jessica, I want to join your team. Hey, Jessica, I just joined your team. Like, and it's so cool that you can work this so many different ways. Katie Harold, to keep these awesome tips coming. You guys, she's a presidential diamond. So obviously, you know, these are good tips. Pam Souter commented on it. Know that you are a DT signing machine. That right there, I'm like, you know, we literally have to tell ourselves that someone wants to talk. Yes, look at that. You guys see my message pop up? Yes, when are you free? Okay, so I'll read that to you in a second because that's what I've been messaging people. Pam says, you know, yeah, so you have to tell yourself that you can and you will. Like, I literally can't say that enough. You have to know that you are a distributor signing machine. You have to know that you can and that you will as long as you say it out loud. You know, today's sermon at church was all about the power of the tongue, and everything he said, I was like, preach, literally preach it, because it's so true. It is so true. So Pam, I mean, come on, she's the queen. Know that you're a DT signing machine. Mira, she's killing it right now. She's like in the spotlight. She said, want it for them, not you. And she said, and I'm red. Like, she added that. And I'm red. Like, want this. Yeah. And that's so true. Once you start to do things for others, once you start to actually try to be a blessing for others, you start to see things like actually happen. Go ahead, Kaylee.
The one previously when you said know that you're a DT sign machine, tell yourself you're going to do it and you're going to do it. Just to like add to that, you guys, Erica texted me this morning and said to me, I have, you know, these 4 customers I want to put under a distributor, but I only have so long to do it. I need a distributor. I said, so go get one. So go get one, you guys. An hour later, she's like, I just signed one. And then I was like, and I told her that I said, Kim and I's goal right now is to sign a distributor today too. And then I signed one too. You guys, tell yourself you're going to do it, and you're going to do it.
Yep.
But if you tell yourself you're struggling to do it or you can't do it, you're not going to do it. You know,
or just stuck at it.
Right. Tell yourself you're going to do it, and you will. You know, I can promise you, whatever that goal is that you're saying, you know, you will do it if you tell yourself you can. So
literally say it out loud. Like, literally say it out loud. And like, I don't know, you know, whatever you believe in, universe, God, but they hear you. Like, they hear you say that. They hear you speak it. And they
literally when Erica said that, I said in all caps, I said, girl, speak about it. And then like, boom, you know,
do it. Yeah. So. Do it. Like, I always tell them, like, just do it. You know, I'll never forget going, you guys, I won a contest that Jen Boyd and Courtney King were having like a long time ago. So I won this contest, and I was invited to have dinner with Pam Souter and like a couple of a lot of other top leaders. And I'll never forget her sitting there, and she's like, I don't know what I was. I was double or triple. She's like, okay, so you're okay, so go presidential. Like, and I was like, yeah. And not to me, she was talking to everybody that was triple. And she's like, so you're triple. Okay, go presidential. And people were like, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, no, just do it. No, just like go presidential. No, just do it. Like, no, there's no talking. Just like go do it. Like, you know, just go do it. And I'm like, just the way she kept saying it, I'm like, you are so right. So just that kind of stuff is so cool to me. But Sarah Rankin said, ask. Make a new list. Ask again. Go networking. Ask. Set up at events. Ask. Doesn't matter what you do as long as you ask. The questions are the answers. guys. I think we're getting the gist, right? I'm going to read the last two. Make a list of your dream team. Oh, I've done this before. Make a list of your dream team member and then be it yourself. You will attract what you are. Have you guys ever really sat down and wrote down what you want in a potential teammate? Confidence, loyalty, consistency, hustle. Oh, someone who has just a huge goal in mind. And if you I want you to put in the comments, what does your dream distributor look like? Go put that in the comments right now. What does your dream distributor look like? Because I'm going to ask you a follow-up question after that. So in the comments, what does your yes, I want this person on my team. What kind of people do you want on your team? I want to know right now. And I'll read this last comment. Claire Flores, I haven't even liked it yet. She said, starting to ask more than you answer. The more you know about them and allow them to feel heard, the more effortlessly they'll seal the deal on their own. Yeah, the more that they'll just seal the deal on their own. I think I've said that before. I've literally said, sometimes you need to let them talk themselves into the business. I've said that to you guys before because it's so true. Sometimes you just need to let them talk themselves into the business. So I'm going to show you a quick message from a girl. Sorry, I usually don't show who I'm messaging, but I said, hey girl, happy Saturday. I know it's so random, but you pop up in my feed and I genuinely think you'd love the business opportunity and what I do. Can you meet up or hop on the phone sometime this week? Let's be business partners, girl. And she said, yes, when are you free? So I want to tell you guys a couple things. I'm going to stop share. I'm going to read these comments. Yeah, so when you guys are commenting. Okay, so what do you see in a potential, your dream team member? And while you're doing that, I want you guys to hear me say this out loud. I am signing 6 distributors this month. I am. I've done it before. I've signed more than that. I know I can do it. That's not, it's not a matter of if, it's just when. And you guys, I literally said to myself, I'm just going to go, it's this simple. I think we've kind of gathered this from the comments, but I went to my Grand Rapids friends list and I literally just started to ask anyone on my Grand Rapids friend list that message that you just saw me post. You guys, you just have to be willing to actually ask people. You have to be willing to hop on the phone and meet up in person, and that's it. If you post, message, follow up, grow your network every single day, plus add some personal development and team time in there, that could be your 6 list every day for the rest of the year, and you will go diamond and above with that. You have to just make no excuses. So the reason I love my triple group is because they hold me accountable. I posted that post so that I could share with you guys what the comments were, but I needed to see them too. You need to be reminded that all you need to do is ask and be genuine and want this for other people. Did you guys gather that from the comments like I did? Because literally I kept reading, ask, pray for them, just get to know them, ask, 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 ask. It's not crazy. It's not crazy that those were the comments that I was reading, because you just have to want this more for people. No, Joe, I cannot start the water for the kids in the bath. Why would he even ask me that? Hold on. I'm literally on Zoom. It's my Zoom. He is so weird. Okay, so you have to be willing to get out of your damn comfort zone and just ask. It's so much easier to be well, I'm just going to do a life post and I'm just going to hope that something comes from that. And now I'm just going to watch some TV. You guys, I sat down yesterday because I've had a weird 2 days just because of my kids. So just a weird past couple of days. So last night I said, Kim, sit the F down and do what you know you need to do. Girl, you've been doing this 4.5 years. Quit playing. Sit down and do what you need to do. So, because your team does what you do. And I literally have that in the back of my head all the time. If I'm not doing nothing, y'all, I would pray that you guys still do, but it's true. Your team follows in your footsteps. You create the momentum yourself. Just like my planner says right here. It says, take responsibility for your business. You are 100% responsible for your success. How true is that? Can we be real for a minute? How true is that, right? So I know that if I want my team to show up, I've got to show up. And I mean that in multiple ways, not just like physically showing up places. So you guys, like, sit down and do the things you know you need to do. So last night I sat down, I said to Kenzie, I'm doing a power hour at 10 o'clock. Do you want to do it with me? She said, yes. We don't do anything together. We just physically, like, through our walkie-talkie app, we're like, all right, ready, go. Like, no interruptions. Don't box me. Don't text me. I'm not talking to anybody else but new people. And we do a power hour. So I sat down at 10 o'clock and I knew that I needed to, like, do other stuff. So before 10, I did other stuff. Like, I hopped on live and picked a winner and all that. And I needed to, like, do some life stuff. Like, I needed to sort through, like, what bills I have to pay this month. So I did all that because that's not income producing. Your power hour should be income producing. So from 10 to 11, you guys, I posted that post. I am presidential, speaking it into existence. I posted that at 10 o'clock yesterday. And then I literally went to my Grand Rapids friends list and I messaged I'm not even done. I'm going to finish that tonight, or try. So I went through a bunch of people from my Grand Rapids friends list because my goal is to grow my business in my backyard right now because I want to be able to physically go to your house and physically launch you. I want to do parties like crazy. So I said, I'm like, Kim, you just need to ask people. So I opened up my Grand Rapids friends list, and from 10 to 11, I was just straight up like, hey, girl, I think you're awesome. I think your kids are cute. I think you're awesome as shit. And I want to work with you. I want to be business partners. What do you think? Do you have like 10 minutes to hop on the phone? I don't play. Like, quit overthinking it. Do you have 10 minutes to hop on the phone? I will literally just, y'all saw the message. I will just ask, do you have some time to hop on the phone or meet up in person this week? Do you? Because I'm getting shit done now. Not later, not tomorrow, now. I said I'm signing 6 distributors this month. So you know how I'm going to do that? I'm going to ask enough people. I'm going to make it urgent. I'm going to create a sense of urgency. And you also see some of the messages that I had to send out to people. They're like, well, what does it take? And I literally said, homegirl, I'm ready to hop on the phone with you right now. And she's like, well, how much does it cost? Well, I can hop on the phone with you right now. Like, well, does it cost anything to get started? Yeah. Can you hop on the phone? Like, you're going to hear my excitement. You're going to hear my voice, and you're going to hear that I'm serious about this. Not just like asking you to ask. Like, I'm asking you because I want you on my team. So, sorry, I'm trying to fix my leg. So, like, you just have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone and be really intentional. I'm like, hey, you got some time to meet up, hop on the phone this week? 15 minutes. That's all I need. You know, so that girl today, I got on the phone with her. You know, I love that we get to do this when we want, how we want. And I'm kind of going to go over the post that I made really quickly. But this girl messaged me because of my life post last night. And she said, you know, I want to get started. It's in the group, so you can go look. But I literally said, yeah, can you just hop on the phone with me like tomorrow at some point? She's like, yeah. I'm like, 4 o'clock. Okay, cool. Let's do it. So we hopped on the phone and I said, hey, Kim, Lou, Joe, I have to go out front real quick, watch the kids. I'm going to get on the phone. Took me 15 minutes. 15 minutes. That's it. That's it. To get to know her, because I don't just talk the whole time. I got to know her in the beginning, asked her some questions, had a fun conversation with her, went over the 3 steps, and then I said, okay, girl, this is how you should end if you want to seal the deal. If you're wondering, like, okay, but how do people seal the deal though? Like, I can do phone calls, I can do meetups, I can do all this stuff, but like, no excuses, legit. Just signed a loyal. That's why my video is off. Yeah, you just have to do it. Like, you just have to do it. There's like Shia LaBeouf says, just do it. So, you know, I walked away, got on the phone with her. I went over the 3 steps. And at the end of any, like, if you want to seal a deal, if you're wondering why you're not getting people to say yes, if you're wondering why you're doing all these phone calls and all these things, but you're not getting yeses, at the end of every single conversation that you have with a human being, whether phone, in person, party, online, you should be ending it with, all right, girl, you have no questions for me. Awesome. We're good. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, I really don't give a crap about this. Don't ever ask me again. 10 being, I'm ready to get started right now. Like, where do I sign? On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you sitting at right now? The girl today said 10.5. And I'm like, oh my gosh. All right. Are you ready to get started today? Don't end it with just the scale of 1 to 10. Say, okay, are you ready? Okay, awesome. Or if they say 7, say, what can I do to get you to go to a 10? And that's when they'll start telling you their fears and why they don't think they can do this and, you know, all these things. So I like to just work with them. But because of my excitement on the phone and in person, I usually get people to say 9 or 10. And this girl was a 10.5. And I was like, okay, can you get started today? Like, I'm serious about what I do. And when you portray that, they know that you are. So she said, you know, I would, but I don't get paid till Thursday. And I'm like, that's fine. I'll follow up with you Thursday and we're going to do it. And I've been texting with her since we got off the phone because I'm not here to sign people up and leave them. I'm here to create a relationship, build a friendship so they know that I'm trusting. First of all, they can trust me, but also that I am really here to be their friend, not just someone who signs them up for $99. So I want you guys to be intentional. If you want to get to that legacy retreat, if you want to be diamond before conference, You need to make it happen. And you just heard from Triples and Above. Their comments were basically, make an ask out of yourself. That was like most of the comments. Know that you're a DT signing machine. So like make an ask out of yourself, but also speak it into existence and write down your goals and know that when you focus on that, that's what will happen. So I don't remember if it was Kaylee or Kenzie that I was talking to, but I literally said I think it was Kenzie, my focus this month, because she's my accountability buddy. I tell her everything I need to do. I'm like, my focus this month is I'm going to make more posts about why I joined this business, my freedom of time, the fact that it's paying for things, the time I get with my kids. Like, you're going to see more posts this month about why I love this business rather than the products. I'm still going to post about the products. Don't get it twisted. I love the products, and that comes natural. But I'm going to post more and be more intentional about posting about the business so that as I'm messaging people, as I'm putting myself out there, as I'm being an it-fluence, people are like, I want to join your team. Like, what you put out, you get back tenfold. So I'm going to be more intentional with sharing my story this month because I am presidential. Like, I am presidential. And in order to go presidential, you have to have distributors. You have to have new blood. You have to have people that come in, get it, it clicks, and they run with it. You have to have that. So I'm just excited for you guys, and I really wanted to share those tips with you. But next week we'll have from next week, for the next like 4 Sundays at least, and I'm going to try to do more, but for the next 4 Sundays, we're going to have like guests on. So I'm really, really excited about that. So make sure that you're plugged into the team Zooms on Sundays and tell your team, make this a big deal, you guys, because they are a big deal. I walked away from a cookout just now, and I'm not mad about it. Girl, I'm not mad about that. I'm happy to do it. But I walked away from a cookout because I was like, I got Zoom, and Lou said, you have Zumba? And I'm like, no, I have Zoom. Like, I'm going to go talk to my team. He's like, what does that mean? I'm like, I'm going to go talk to my team. It's what I do. Like, you have to work this like a business. You have to be able to say, I have a phone call. I need to go out front. This is not a negotiable thing. I know nobody's watching me and telling me I have to do it, but I said I'm going to do it because my family's worth that. You have to be willing to do that. You have to be willing to say, those burgers and hot dogs are really good, and I know that I just like look like I stole your food and ran, but I got to go. Like, thank you. I got to go. Joe, get the kids home. See you later. Like, you have to be willing to do those things because you guys are important enough to me. My business is important enough to me. And if I want to be successful, I have to be willing to make those little investments, and they're worth it. They're 100% worth it because I get to live the life that I live. So I hope that you guys got something from those comments. And we always have our 10 o'clock Eastern live video that Mark does as our family call. So make sure you don't miss that. If you're new to the team and you're like, what is that? Ask your upline, or you can go to Mark Pentecost's Facebook page and look at his post. But he goes live on his Facebook page every single Sunday at 10 o'clock Eastern. And sometimes they give us like flash sales or BOGOs or distributor kit sign up, for super cheap. Or they just give us like a kick in the butt that we need. And I love plugging in. I've plugged in consistently for the past 4.5 years, you guys. And it does not get old, and it always pays off, which is why you'll see me at every single training, every single OTOM. And I genuinely enjoy it because I love what I do. Tomorrow is, nope, not tomorrow. Okay. So I'm super excited for tomorrow's Zoom 2 for Jen has every single Monday. So make sure to hop on that if you can. But you guys, thank you for being on. I appreciate you. Let's kill it together. Make sure you're filling out your steps or going Emerald if you want to be a part of the Legacy Retreat. If your goal is just Ruby and above, like, girl, get it. Not just. Ruby is a freaking huge deal. So if your goal is Ruby and above, go do it. Just go do it. Stop making excuses and just go do it because you can. So happy Sunday. I love you guys. I can't wait to do the next boom drawing. I know we're like 19 BV away, so let's do it. Oh, no. We have one. Oh, I can't do it now or else that's not fair.
9:39, so we're over it.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, as soon as sweet. Okay, so we'll do another one soon. Dang it. I won't do it now. That's not fair. All right, people will be like, no, I didn't know. Okay, so I'm super excited, you guys. Congrats on your new loyal, Kaylee. And yeah, you guys just keep going. You're killing it. I'm so excited. Let's hit 10,000 group volume by the end of the month. Super excited. All right. Bye, guys. Happy Sunday. Love you. Bye.